It's Sunday the 13th, and we had rain all morning. It's almost noon, and I was looking through the garage. I have one stave put away for somebody, and there was this little thin strip of hickory that I trimmed off that was in there that I just retrimmed, and I'm going to make a bow out of it. It's only 1.25 inches. It's like less than 1.5 inches wide here at the handle, and it's got some thin spots. I'm going to have to glue on a handle for sure, but I can't see wasting it, so we're going to try and make a bow out of this. It's 68 inches long and twisted, so we'll see what we come up with, but I have a feeling it's going to be a pretty good bow. I trimmed up a profile with that speedbow design, and I'm going to trim the side profile out. Okay, so I'm going to sand out the tool marks, get the belt sand out here, going to work on it, going to take it out, and this piece of hickory block here is going to go right there. Decided to get the camera stand out, and this stave I made was originally 68 inches, and now it's decided to make it 66. I got it floor tilled. I sanded the bottom. I'm going to add a handle on, and whenever I add a handle on, okay, you know, this is going to be nice and flush when I clamp it on, but you want to have a little transition from there wasn't much meat, but a little transition from the limb up into the handle, and I don't know if there's enough to keep it from popping off, but that's the idea. You want to go from the limb up a little bit, so it helps stiffen it a little bit when you put it on. The other thing I did was I took this rasp, half round rasp, and the raspy end, I made sure I scuffed up inside, all inside here, scuffed it up good, and I did the same on the riser. Let me show you next. I'm going to stop this and show you what I did to flatten the riser. What I have here is my trailer, and it's solid, rock solid. I have a 2x4 and a piece of, let's see what this is, 120 grit. And I sanded this back and forth, and I took the riser. Okay, I took the bow blank and put the riser section down and went back and forth. I don't want to smooth it out now that I have it scuffed. But that was the idea. I went back and forth on a flat block so it's nice and flat and level. And I kept on checking to make sure that they matched. And I got them to match really nice. Okay, so besides having them match flat, then after you do all that nice work, you want to scuff up, not around the edges. You want the edges to bond flush, but you want to scuff up around the middle. And for this, I use AE40. And I'm going to glue this together with AE40. And I'm going to put it on a back set jig. I'm going to fire harden it. And then we're going to tiller it and see if the handle pops off, or we make a really nice, fast little bow. So that's next. Okay, just came inside, and I'm going to glue this riser that I scuffed up. And I scuffed up inside here on the bow blank. And I have AE40, and it's going to be fire hardened, so you could put 2 parts A, 1 part B. It's supposed to handle the heat better. And I'm going to make sure I put it all over here, both sides. Sure it gets rubbed in good. I'm using spoons. I use like a 1/4 spoon and another 1/4 spoon, or a 1/4 spoon, a half spoon, depending on what I'm doing, to mix it. And I mix it. And then what I do after I mix it, like you see it's in this paper plate, I'll put this paper plate away where no animals or kids could get at it. Put it up high somewheres just to check to see how it hardens. Just something I always do, like a little test plate there to make sure everything's fine. So here we go. I'm going to put this here. And the other thing too is once I clamp it, I'm going to show you, I match these two pieces up and I put a line, a center line on the one side. So I make sure that if it's lined up that one way and everything looks sealed, I'm putting it on the same way. So we're going to take this here. See, I have a pencil mark. I have a pencil mark here. I have a pencil mark on this side. I'm going to just put it on and wiggle it back and forth a little bit till it sits flush. Then I'm going to get some paper towels, and I have this 92% alcohol that I use for fletching, for everything you could imagine. Always keep that in your house if you're into archery. Wipe it. If you have a little alcohol burning lamp, that's your fuel. Regular alcohol is your fuel. Nothing special. Okay, so I'm getting off all the excess on the sides that gushed out. Then I'm going to clamp it and we'll be done. But there's something I want to show you when I clamp it. Okay, as you have the clamps, these screw clamps here, and I'm going to put two on them. I'm going to put one on each side of the riser. And as you turn the screw, I'm going to put this flat end up on the back of the bow so it don't leave marks. And as I tighten it now, you got to watch it don't move over a little bit, which it just did. So before you really tighten it, let me get the other one, put the other one on. Okay, I'm just going to check it. I'm going to make sure that it's flush the way you want it flush. Tighten it up good. Make sure the marks are aligned the way you want them aligned. Then what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get more alcohol. I'm going to wet this down. And I'm going to wipe it clean to get the glue off. And when I put this outside, I'm going to put this on the belt sander and clean it up nice. And when it goes on the belt sander, I'll be able to shape the fade outs a little better. I'll be able to shape the fade outs a little better on the belt sander. Okay, so this seems pretty good. I'm going to loosen up a little bit, move it towards me a slight bit. And what I like to do is leave the handle I'm gluing on just a slight bit wider, so when I sand it, there'll be a little overhang. I can blend it in nicer. Okay. All right, well, let me show you. Okay, see how nice it is now? And the alcohol, I always use this alcohol to clean up everything to make sure there's no glue, excessive glue on anything. Just give it another good wipe. My fade outs, the sides. And there's no rush on this here, so this is going to sit up for a couple of days. It takes 24 hours. And I'm going to let this sit up a little longer than 24 hours. So that's it for this portion.